I put my gun to Lady Briarwood's head.
Wait, Percy, you're gonna shoot an unarmed woman? Don't shoot an unarmed woman without...
Unarmed, she tried to kill us.
You changed the deal. Take her name off the gun.
The deal was never changed.
Who's he talking to?
The deal was made.
I pull the gun away. Things have changed. We need to talk.
Didn't Sam have the gun? He was like going around with it.
Who's he talking to?
I guess Tal'dorei took the gun back when he checked to see if the name was on it.
Made a great sacrifice for my gifts, Percival. Do not let it be in vain.
Did I even want revenge before I talked to you?
Yeah, like, are you just being thought that?
I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, like, maybe this thing made you feel that way. But regardless.
What does she die for? What do I even need? I want my country. I want my sister. I have killed 2 of those who have wronged me, and nothing is better. Nothing feels better. Nothing is avenged. What is this worth to you? And I put the gun back at her head.
Pull the trigger.
I take out my hammer.
Put it back. Put it to her. Put it back. So maybe I will.
You're placing the gun against your own head.
And back to hers.
Oh, Jesus.
Cassandra screams
Percival,
out.
don't.
Percy, no!
Any minute, Sam's grabbing this gun or something. Look at Sam's face. Sam is waiting for something.
We made a deal.
I put the gun to the side of... No. I'm holding the gun on Briarwood. That deal was a soft deal. It was a dream. It was a vision.
What are visions if not a window into the future?
I love how Matt immediately has something to come back with.
Do not make me regret sharing this with you.
I need more from you. If you want anything from me, I don't trust you anymore. Besides, I put the gun to the right of Lady... I put the gun to the hand of Lady Briarwood.
Missing him?
And pull the trigger. The gun's broken anyway. I drop it. I'm not satisfied.
Sam is like, oh, he dropped it.
I want my money back.
And smoke is still billowing out, it says.
Out from you at this point.
It's actually also still around her, it occurs to me.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, so Tal'dorei dropped the gun. Sam, I've been watching Sam this whole time. He looks like he's just waiting for his turn.
Holding a dagger and just watching Percy and aiming Percy.
Yay! 20.
20. You feel that warm pulse that was in your hand earlier, that was coming from the gun. It pulses like a heartbeat in the hand that was holding it. And for a second, you feel like something just grabbed your wrist and slapped it away towards your back. Reaching for where bad news is.
Which does work.
Which does work, yes.
Rip control of your hand once again.
Delilah, you are going to die tonight. Whether or not it is a merciful, quick death or a slow and agonizing one, controlled by something darker than I know, is entirely up to you. How do we stop that thing?
Delilah, whose eyes are still kind of rolling after all the shouting.
He is intimidating when he needs to be.
Back around her mouth. Just goes. And eyes dart around in fear. You can see like their makeup's run down her cheeks from her own lamenting over Silas's loss and the confusion over the ritual. And the fear all of a sudden turns to seething, burning hatred as they dart around. And then she can't talk with the...
I will mage hands to remove the...
Oh, it's dangerous, though. What if she... Yeah, like, everyone's focusing weapons on her and Percy, but still.
I know the pain you're feeling right now. I know the rage. I know every moment of it, and I guarantee I can make it worse. I can make it so much worse. Fix this. And join your beloved.
Okay, as this is happening.
That's not a good deal. Fix this, and I'll kill you and let you. I mean, I guess it's better than suffering, but need a better deal than that.
Falls away from her mouth from the magic hand. She's glancing at you, and the smoke is now billowing up stronger to the point where you can barely see Percy's torso. You can see his head now, and as what little bit of a view you have, his eyes have gone completely dark. There is just pitch black, completely encasing the entirety of his.
This feels like it's building to the gun moment.
And his feet are digging intense into the ground.
Delilah, don't make me hurt you.
I reach over and I grab Vex's hand, and I just look at her and I say, "What do we do?
Grog, be ready to restrain me."
I'm ready.
Percival Frederickstein, von Musel Kowalski de Rollo III. You will fight this monster inside of you.
Delilah's looking at you right now, and this kind of the anger and fury in her eyes clarified. She's kind of
look at Talzin's like,
"You've already taken everything from me."
I really haven't. You still have your sanity and your life. I will take your life tonight, but I can leave you your sanity.
Is that good? If you're dead, what is sanity?
Struggling, Percy.
I'm fine with it, though.
Okay, I'm gonna be an asshole. Fine. Fine. Casting minor illusion.
Okay.
I'm changing my form into the screaming, writhing, slowly melting visage
of Lord Briarwood, Silas. Oh my god, he looks like a horrific version of her husband.
And I'm just going to scream in holy high hell in pain.
Okay. So
I didn't know he had that power.
Minor illusion, as a limitation, it would not be a full body illusion, but you could take elements of your features
I'm in smoke.
to resemble it.
I'm just taking. Yeah, I know
so,
I'm in the smoke.
So where once Percy's face existed, it twists into this shimmering.
Like he said, easily done if you're smoke.
Briarwood,
contort whatever you want, do whatever you want with it.
As his face contorts
Take the
in
image.
Horrible screaming pain. The head rises up, and almost soundlessly, he screams out as the flesh begins to melt from the bone. As it does, Percy's voice rings out in this cacophonous roar that shakes the cavern around you.
That pain you're feeling, I've felt for years. Don't think I've imagined every way to hurt you. I could spend years hurting you before you die.
There's the sanity part.
In ways you cannot imagine.
So he'll just keep her alive, torture her, and drive her completely nuts. And he probably will in this form.
I don't even know if it worked. We've been preparing for this ritual for
We're led to believe in the show that it didn't work. It was too early.
All to repay a debt.
My God, we're like 45 minutes in, and I'm still like fixated.
It was too soon.
Why? Why was it too soon? What were you waiting for?
That was what's said in the show.
Particular date. There's a time each year in which the barriers between the realms glow and grow very weak.
Sam has not spoken in like 15 minutes. I'm watching him like a hawk.
To blur between the realm of ice and this one. What you call the Winter's Crest. Well, this is too early. And you saw our failure. He will not be happy, I imagine. And I still owe him for what he gave me, for what he gave us.
I almost feel like we should
What did he give you?
use Delilah as an asset at this point. Like they're trying to. Don't kill her, even if she gives us info.
Her eyes well up with tears, and she looks over.
He gave me my Silas back.
We saw that in the show. Silas was dying, and she made a deal. Cut her arm up, did the other arm. Did it too early, apparently. They're really dragging this out.
I know I've paid my penance. And I know that no matter what steps you take now, it'll only drag you deeper into this dark hole you've drawn yourselves. And you'll hear me laughing.
No, I really won't. Knock her out again.
Oh, fine.
Careful.
Make a strength check.
Yeah, strength check. Like, why are you making the strongest dude punch a lady who's dying in the head?
19. You hear ting, 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 across some of the lower rocks as two of her teeth go scattering down the side of her mouth.
Oh my god. Collect them. Honestly, I'd take them. You never know.
Pointy, right?
No.
Let's check her person for anything.
That was clever too. They're not pointy. Make sure they're
I
not
will gladly do that.
vampire teeth or something.
Are you sure you don't want to smoke this bitch?
I do.
I check her person for anything.
I think we're just going to throw her into the acid pits. What's that with it? Oh, God. Let nothing remain.
Wait, what?
Acid pit.
No, I don't feel...
Sam has been calculatedly.
I go to retrieve his pepper box.
Boom! Here it comes.
I try to sneak out a bullet.
The different bullets they want.
Sam has been literally eyeing up everybody, like waiting for his chance, like literally playing with his face. Like,
further.
+2.
Okay, so 5. Go ahead.
I'm getting into this.
But 3 in theory is actually low enough to
I'm
break
getting
through.
into this. I've been into it forever.
+2 is 5.
Fine. Natural 1. No, that's 16.
So you watch as Scanlan kind of looks around, grabs it, picks it up, and the full barrel comes off of the gun.
I just sort of back away from it.
You realize he's got smoke billowing out of him right now.
Just sort of kick it off away to the corner.
Scanlan, give me the other gun.
Oh, it's on the floor right there.
The other gun.
You were talking to something out there. What was it? I was very scared. I'm a little man.
I love this.
Who are you talking to?
I need another gun.
Are you gonna kill me with it?
Scanlan's playing games, but it's for a reason,
I
obviously.
walk between them and say, Percy, what are we doing here? That woman deserves everything that is brought upon her, but what are we doing for Whitestone? What are we doing?
More importantly, what was that just now? Who were you talking to?
I don't know.
What?
Things have gotten a bit weird.
Percy, you cannot honestly tell us you don't know anymore.
I don't
We
know.
just watched you have a full-fledged conversation with yourself.
Did they not hear any of the voice?
Yeah, was he
assuming
talking
we
out
can.
loud?
Yeah,
Shit,
it's
I came off like a crazy person.
yeah.
Yes.
How did I mean? He's been in that form. How did he not know that? That's
We were
like.
trying to answer you for a little bit.
I mean, it's possible the
Vecna
entity
is
could talk at a
possibly
point, I
maybe on the
guess.
loose, maybe coming back. We know that this ritual has been started, and we don't know whether killing her is going to end it or not. So I propose that we start leaving right away.
I was
Hi,
going to.
do you know anything about Vecna?
Anything further?
Pike, you can go make a religion check.
As soon as he destroys the gun, we're gonna cut and talk because it's gonna be an hour by the time that happens. I'm gonna split these into 2.
Yeah, just text me.
47.
17.
17. Okay. Not a whole lot more information than what Scanlan was able to ascertain from this. You just know that this entity known as Vecna, once a very powerful archlich, had once attempted to ascend to godhood, and was supposedly halted in the process. A battle that occurred on another plane amongst heroes that were mostly only a few came back from, but apparently stopped a very terrible thing.
Hundreds and hundreds
But
of
that
years
was
ago.
Hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
I wonder what Erevan has to do with this.
And he created a vampire? He made Silas a vampire?
You do know that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
You do know, and you know, Pike lays this too. In particular, Vecna is known as, for lack of a better term, kind of the patron saint or lesser god to those who worship as the deity of secrets, dark secrets, things that wish to be kept out of the knowledge of most of the world at large, and these secrets are coveted.
My God, I thought for sure we were about to do the gun thing, and then they kind of sidestepped it. The gun...
It's complex, and I don't trust myself to take her life. I'm in over my head.
Do you need someone else to do it for you?
Yeah, she's
I don't know
worthless.
if that will help.
She almost killed Vex. She didn't kill Vax. We gotta fucking do something with
This thing wants her dead, and the only thing I can think to do is to say no.
This thing?
That's true.
Sam is reading something. He's going to town. He's waiting for his moment, but when is it?
What thing is that, Percival?
I don't know.
Well, start fucking talking, Percival, because we will watch you talk to yourself for 5 straight minutes, and we're not going to deal with it for much longer.
Liam, I feel like, is being a little too aggressive. I get the anger and the mistrust.
That was all.
You mentioned just now that you wanted your money back. Was this a dream?
It was.
Did you pay somebody?
It was a dream.
And with what?
It was a dream where I was offered a means to revenge. It was a dream, and
well, clearly it was.
Clearly it wasn't. Destroy the gun.
Wow.
If it's a dream, the gun means nothing. Destroy the gun. I mean, we know he does in the show.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Can you?
Please.
Please.
Let me know if I'm lying, because...
Everyone is like...
Why do you all keep rolling so poorly against me?
Okay, no, tell me, Calvin, tell me what your
Ooh, 23 against him.
persuasion and deception skills are.
Persuasion 6, deception 2.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
23.
Oh
my God.
He's gone.
Everyone's against Tal'dorei now, which I don't blame them, considering he just had an entire conversation to a demon by himself.
I think we've already had an episode called Whispers.
Have we?
Well, this one's called Secrets and Lies.
This one's called Whisper Sync.
Ear tonguing.
This one's called just...
Ear tonguing.
I honestly cannot believe that it has taken the gun situation this far, because we probably saw this in 5 minutes in the show, and it's been almost an hour. Matt's just over here whispering up a storm. Had I known, I would have gotten more drinks. I thought the second they mentioned the acid pit in the first 10 minutes, I was like, this is going to be a short one. It's the longest one I ever did, but I love it. I'm loving it. There's so much involved besides the gun in this. Cassandra, Delilah, the whispered one.
I knew you were gonna do that. I almost did it when he was whispering in your ear, just for your sake. Just for your sake.
I would also like you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20.
Shut the fuck up!
How does Tal'dorei do this? He gets amazing rolls, and they all roll like shit against him.
At this point, you feel your hands tense up and once again begin to reach towards your back. You close your eyes, and with all your will and might, you just scream, "No!" instinctively. It wasn't even a conscious thought. It was just an animalistic response to feeling your physical form being taken over. And in that moment, every muscle in your body tenses. And you guys watch the smoke momentarily kind of drift from his form behind him.
Behind him?
Off of him.
You don't need to yell at us, Percy. We're just trying to help you.
Like, the smoke dissipates or goes behind him?
It's behind him.
He's rational.
Behind him.
Yeah, it's there. It's just not like...
At the smoke. I'm just watching and waiting.
At this point, you can see this...
I'm waiting to see where the smoke goes. Did the smoke go into the gun or something?
Billowing from Percy is now standing in this outer human-like shape.
Unbeam say, unbeam say.
Cashed out.
Unbeam say. They're using like pig
Stands there
language.
For a moment. It begins
What is it called?
to
Pig
swell and
language?
grow larger, filling almost
Pig Latin?
the
Pig
height
Latin.
Of the 10-foot
Pig language.
Standing in, looming over Percy's body, still connected through his shadow and through the floor of the tunnel itself. It just kind of looms over, and as it peeks forward, you guys for the first time hear the voice that's been poking through him this entire time just say,
So we know he's not mad. Well, he's mad, but we know he's not. So we know there's more to it.
then let's roll some initiative.
All right, so they were not trusting Percy, thinking at least now they hear something.
So,
Therapy!
There's so many allegories!
Therapy! therapy.
We're fighting the demons in your head.
That's pretty great, actually. All right.
My therapist would be so proud right now.
Oh my God. And Sam has been very limited in what he's done since taking the gun.
Right, we're fine, we're good.
We got a guy with a hammer, we're fine.
Rock, just you are fine.
Jeez, okay.
But that's
Well,
pretty good.
I've still got 2 third-level spells.
I need stats on Lord Briarwood's sword at some point.
You know what we have?
You haven't taken a short rest.
You know what we have? We have fucking Pike.
We have Pike.
Oh, yeah,
He wanted stats on Briarwood's sword, which in the show Grog took.
We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
I have been dreading this for years.
What? What have you been dreading?
This moment right
now. This has been in him for 3
I've been waiting.
years.
This
4
is
years.
Yeah, no.
Forever.
Forever.
Since the beginning.
Since
cool.
We've
It's
known,
cool.
since we've met you.
Since you've
I'm
met
standing
me,
in
this
front
has
of
been
Lady
like
Briarwood since I
years
reached
of
You're gonna
shit
be like
going
a
on.
Since you're right there with her.
I know. I'm so excited.
Everyone is distracted right now. This is the time Sam needs to destroy the gun. He kicked the barrel to the side. Distraction happened. It hasn't come up in 10 or 15
Everyone's
minutes.
drawing their weapons, I shout. Maybe we should check and make sure that it won't kill him if we kill it.
It's too late. I shot it.
It's too late. Who's standing where? I'm going to say Pike's probably...
You have a little cavern for this.
Where's Percy? Where's Percy?
Percy is currently kind of right here.
Yeah,
I'm more by in the center there talking to everybody.
I would be next.
Guys, however this ends, I'm just gonna roll till the gun gets destroyed. I might have to break this up into 2 or 3 episodes. I might do like a Delilah one, a whispering one, and a gun one, and break them all up, because it's a long video right now. It's over an hour.
Be probably back here. Your dagger's ready. Trinket is probably over by you, of course.
Yeah, of course he is.
And Keyleth, I'd say you're probably on this side talking to Percy.
Oh, but we were holding hands at one point. So
That's
we were
true.
Kind of close.
So then...
And Grog was covering me, so Grog would have been closer to me because I had him.
Yeah, I was in front of Lady Briarwood, though.
I wish I have you right here between him and Lady
Okay.
Briarwood, right there.
That seems good. We're good.
Do I have a clear shot at... Not that I'm going to do it, but I was aiming at Percy.
I love when they show the diagram, because then you can visualize better, like where they all are and not forget. There's so many of them right now.
Between you, so you're fine.
I'm so happy right now.
How'd my holy arrow do?
We're gonna find out in just a second. So first and foremost, initiative order. We have, okay, 25 to 20.
25.
Wow. Okay, so we have Vex.
20.
2 20s. 19 to 15.
16.
16. Okay.
Suck it up this time.
Matt is writing down all of the numbers.
17.
17. Oh, 17.
See, this is the time where there's downtime, where they gotta get everything figured out.
Hey. Yeah. All right. So first and foremost, Vex, you're up. With the initiative on this, you go ahead and you bring your holy arrow and you release it.
Is it a surprise attack?
Technically no. It knew you were there. It was very aware of everyone's position, and was kind of essentially, after being forced out of his body at the moment, preparing itself for some sort of a scuffle. So not a surprise round, unfortunately. Okay. So go ahead and make your attacks with your arrows if you'd like.
Yes. 28.
Look at
and
Liam.
27.
Those are both those hit.
That's high hits. Ow, my fingers hurt.
Okay. I don't roll that one. These 2. Balls. So 15, 16, 17 plus holy damage.
It's. Okay, yeah. So I'll consider that. Do 1d4 radiant damage to it. In addition to that, so 17 plus.
17 plus 4 is 21.
21 for the first.
Holy damage, I guess, because it's unholy.
10 for the second.
All right. So.
And then I hunter's mark him.
Alrighty.
I didn't say hunter's marked him at the beginning. I'm explaining this to you guys.
Hunter's Mark was something in World of Warcraft, I believe. I think I've said this before. I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft years ago. I probably haven't touched the game in 5 years.
All right, so
maybe long. I don't know.
You pull back and release the first arrow. As it goes and hits, you can see the smoke itself is kind of obscuring its place and kind of keeping it hard to hit, but you still strike true. The arrow striking into its form, and there's a flash of radiant energy as it hits, and you see the creature kind of takes from the impact and stares down at its chest as it looks up, kind of, its face gearing towards you, and it is this formless humanoid body, but the face itself does kind of pinch into this elongated, kind of crow.
Oh, I didn't do a
bird
holy damage
skull
for the second one.
Right. The second holy.
Wait, did the arrows hit?
Yeah.
Both did.
Plus 2 more for the holy
They
damage.
impacted.
They impacted.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So,
I've got to assume that on Sam's I mean, guys, we got to be like,
as it turns the head, you can see better.
we
even in
are
slow light.
more than halfway through the entire
Eyes
episode of
burst
this
into
campaign.
angry, burning, kind of purplish energy expression, and it looks very unhappy with the current circumstance. Do you want to move your trinket?
Trinket moves around and in front of me to kind of protect me.
Okay.
I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sure the trinket will be fine, but still, I wouldn't put my favorite bear in front of a demon in me.
How tall is the tunnel?
It's about 12 feet.
Okay. No? Okay.
Is this Sam's moment?
I can do. I will lightning bolt it. I'm really right next to it.
You are, which means you could just blast towards the wall and hit it.
I will turn around and I will lightning bolt it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So it's right there in front of you as the smoke kind of rises up, and you see the arrow strike it. There's the flash of holy energy from Vex's attack, and at that moment, as it's distracted, you use that to go ahead and conjure your lightning bolt, and for a moment, the flashing of light lights up the cavern around. The bolt passes through it harmlessly.
What was that?
Lightning.
Either or magic.
I honestly wouldn't have wasted an attack on a demon.
It strikes the back of the wall, and you can see the electrical energy discharge across the stone and earth.
I mean, hindsight's 20/20. I mean, you never know till you try.
To not have any sort of impact or effect on the billowing smoke.
And that was Sam's turn.
Shit.
You want to stay there or you want to move? You are in its melee range.
Kill me, huh?
Yeah, you are in its melee range, so if you move it, we'll get an attack opportunity. Chooses to take it.
I Wendy, I wonder.
Hooray for Captain Spaulding, the African explorer.
I will not move. And instead, I will just inspire Percy.
They do that a lot.
And I'll say, you feel good in this motherfucker. Your whole hood in this motherfucker. That's it.
All right, take your
turn. I like when Sam inspires because it usually is followed by a song that changes words.
Look your head over and you can see, for the first time in full physical form, the creature that has haunted your dreams for the past 5 years. And while it is not present, you can feel it smiling. It's your turn.
I'm going to run over to my sister.
Okay.
And cut open her bonds.
Okay, so you pull out the rapier.
Oh, bonds.
Okay.
I use my sword to cut open her bonds. Get back! Run! And then, if I still have enough timing beyond that, I'd love to take a swipe at it with my sword.
Unfortunately, it's gonna to free her entirely of her bonds and give her that. It's gonna be your action this turn.
Okay.
That would make sense to me. I mean, it'd be kind of unfair if you could do all that and attack. And not for nothing, I don't think the sword's gonna do much.
We're not looking good.
Okay.
All right. So,
yeah,
it is now the Vex's turn.
Oh, good. So I got advantage because the smoke.
I feel like the turns are rolling quick now, so Sam is too close to move, or he might get hurt badly. It's the gun destruction's got to be coming soon, because that's how they destroy it.
29, 24.
What's gonna give you the advantage on this? Because he hasn't gone first in the first.
He hasn't
round.
gone yet.
That's correct. Yes. All right. So both those hit.
The first one is 8, and the second one is an 8.
Okay. Do you want
dagger, life stealing?
Right. Do you want to sneak attack with this? Because in theory, it's in melee range with an ally.
Oh, with Percy.
With Percy and with Scanlan.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss. Yeah.
What's going on?
It's like, don't rob yourself of what you
being
do.
kind to me.
Matt's understanding that we are all
7, 8, 9. It's hard to see over there.
Well,
9, 12, 13, 15 points of sneak attack damage. Yeah, I'm not used to the screen.
I know, I keep forgetting.
Working out the bugs.
15 points of sneak attack damage. That's the first I heard of sneak attack damage.
Throw the 2 daggers, lunging them both. Both of them, little aura of magical energy flashing as they both impact with its smoke form, seeming to sink slowly as they hit, and then finding the edge of their blade sunken into its torso as it kind of rears back. For that circumstance there.
8, 9, 15.
31.
All right.
All right, so daggers worked.
So the daggers hit it.
Cool. That, are you going to stay where you are, Vex?
Yeah.
So
right.
if you don't move,
now it is...
the other creature can't attack you? Is that what they're saying? Or is it because of their location?
As it kind of rears
Scalen's
back,
right next to it. I think he said it, if you don't move, it can't attack.
outside,
There's certain things I'm
bearing
still
down
learning.
to its side, and
I feel like I'm getting a lot of it, though.
Don't make Orthax regret working with you.
Orthax?
I hired them to do to get rid of some termites at my house once.
Orthax. Is that really? I know that name. Is it Orthax? I feel like it's slightly different. It might be Orthax.
Shifting.
I've never used them, but I've definitely seen commercials for pest removal.
Percy, you will get an attack of opportunity with your rapier if you'd like.
I'll take it.
All right.
But
Are you using Briarwood's rapier?
No, I haven't. No short rest.
Right.
So for Travis to ask if he's using Briarwood's rapier, that means that Tal'dorei took Briarwood's sword instead of Grog, because Grog has it in the show. We are literally at an hour and 10 minutes, guys. And honestly, it's like a breeze. Like, I could sit here for forever. I just want to drink, honestly.
Now on the rest of its turn, as it kind of shifts up, and it doesn't walk or move, its form just kind of drifts along, and the shadows kind of meet it there. The smoke almost appears at the spot where it intends to go, and then it meets it in that moment. As it does, it now stands between a bunch of you. Its eyes flare with dark purple, and you just hear this.
This is way more epic and long than the show. I mean, the show shows great visuals, but we've been dealing with this for an hour.
I want to make a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage. Advantage.
Ah!
I guess.
21.
He's passing food. Oh, they got pizza.
Natural 20. On the first roll.
16.
22.
16.
18.
Okay.
18.
Oh, shit.
20 natural and a 19 by Sam.
So, all of you guys kind of hold your ears for a second, and everyone that rolled higher than a 17 takes 6 points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
And
Correct.
art.
You guys both take 13 points of psychic damage.
13 because he's evil.
Thank you, Tal'dorei. 13 because he's
Both of you
not friendly.
feel all of a sudden like your brain filled with this urge to strike something, this overwhelming need to slash out at whatever's near you. Both of you get a brief move. Rug, it's going to pull you this way. And Vax is going to pull you this way. I need both of you guys to roll an attack roll. As you rush up with your hammer, the flames, and you swing it down towards Scanlan.
Oh! Don't dap me for hitting Scanlan.
I'm gonna use cutting words to try to dodge out of the way.
Okay, we'll roll the attack.
Oh shit. 19?
Okay, so 19. You're gonna make.
I'm gonna say, you gonna fail that attack, so you better sit your ass on back, cause I ain't no holler back, no.
Oh my god.
I ain't no holler back.
We got
All right, roll a d10.
few times ran around that track. What is that? Is that No Doubt? Ain't no holler. It might be just Gwen Stefani. It might have been after No Doubt.
What does that do?
All right, so cutting words, if I recall.
Negate it lowers his attack. by
Right,
3.
so that brings from 19 to 16. What's your armor class?
How's that?
It's 17.
With that, the bard's words ring true to your mind, and for a second you feel this not grog-based rage, this outside forceful rage that it confuses you. And as he says that, you're right. He is no holler back, no.
Love it. He fell right in that perfect range.
With the hammer giving him just enough time to step out of the way, and it boom, slams into the ground harmlessly, cracking the stone around the base.
This is probably why Sam has to destroy the gun. You got Grog smashing hammers at
Go
you.
ahead and make a dagger strike against Pike.
13. I rolled a 13.
Rolled a 13. Pike, you look over your shoulder, all of a sudden Vax just appears behind you and slams forward with the dagger. You whip around with your shield, and with a large striking arc of sparks deflect the blade blow across the dark air of this interior tunnel. Harmlessly, you take no damage.
Badass Pike.
All right, cool.
Ain't no hollowback gnomes.
She ain't no hollaback gnome either. Yeah, she's also a gnome. Ain't no hollaback gnome.
With that, yeah, you know what? It's gonna go and do this. The entity then moves backwards. Pike and Scanlan. Oh, you already used your reaction to do cutting words, so you don't get it. Pike, go ahead and make a melee attack.
Damn, that's a reaction.
Will I roll for that again?
There's one reaction per round.
Your D20.
Just roll D20.
I'm like so into it.
Attack.
Like I said, I'm not kidding. I could sit here for 3-4 hours easily.
Unfortunately, does not
I
hit.
just wish I got
it
more
seems like it should have,
drinks
but the
and
smoke is
food.
obscuring the vision around it, and where you swing, you do not manage to get quite close enough to hit its body as it steps backward into the wall and out of visual range.
What? What?
Into the wall?
Into the wall. It just vanishes into the side of the tunnel. That brings us to Grog.
How do you
The cloud who went in the wall?
Yeah.
I would like to rage.
Okay.
And move.
Like,
in
wouldn't
front
we
of the
all
rest of the
always
group.
love to rage when we can? I mean, if we don't hurt good people.
Okay.
What the fuck, Grog? You just tried to kill me.
Yeah, what is up, Grog?
Yes.
I did.
I don't remember
Are
that.
you okay?
If you want to, you can hold. You can use your action to ready an attack.
I just can't believe that we might watch this entire 2-hour episode before we see the destruction of the
What
gun.
trigger would you like? Within...
When he reappears.
Okay, and comes within melee range.
Yeah, when I can see him with my beautiful eyes.
Okay, so go ahead and your action there. Cool, good to know. Keyleth, you're up.
Okay, not trusting this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Fairy Fire.
Ooh, wait.
Fairy fire.
Just right. It's
Ooh,
a
wait.
radius. Just kind of right in this bubble that we've been hanging out in.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming he's gonna be up in our faces.
So it'll be like a barrier,
Alrighty, Fairy Fire.
fairy fire barrier, I guess. I never seen that one.
Yeah,
Which
just kind of
vicinity?
right around us.
Okay, so 20-foot radius, so we'll say like probably in the back here.
So in case it comes
Kind of area.
blasting back out of the wall into our faces, we got
So,
some kind of
Keyleth,
protection.
you put your arms out, and this burst of kind of glowing, luminescent, pinkish purple energy begins to sparkle through the air like glitter suspended in low gravity. And as it just kind of drifts through the air, the entire vicinity, you can see it clinging to your guys a little bit. All right.
Fairy dust. We got like a fairy
I'm
dust
gonna move into
fire
the-
protective barrier.
I'll step back a bit.
Step out of the fairy fire or into it?
Step out of it.
Okay, how many?
That's good.
Just 10 feet? Okay. Ending your turn, Keyleth. Pike, you're up.
Okay, is guiding bolt considered the same thing that lightning bolt would be? Or please?
No, as far as you know,
Radiant damage.
yeah, it's radiant damage, and let me pull up the.
We can't see him right
But
now.
he's in
though.
the wall.
Yeah.
You have no visual on him. The smoke.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Has moved into the wall and is nowhere
Attack
in your visible
the
range right
cliff?
now. So you have nothing that you can attack in theory that you know of.
Okay.
So if you have any sort of other like buff spells or anything you want to do in preparation for it, or hold your action as well until it reappears, you can do that.
Okay. I'll hold my action.
Everyone should hold their action
Yeah.
and
Are
then
you staying where you put? Or are you
attack
moving
when
at
it
all, or you wanna stay
appears.
where you are?
I think I'll stay. I can't see where I'm at, but I think I'll just stay.
Okay, cool.
I can't see where I'm at.
I'm gonna just call out to everybody and say the thing seems to want Percy. Should we surround him?
Yes.
Oh,
So you shot that out at the end of that. Cassandra now, who's been unbound, kind of gets up. Her weapons were taken from her when you bound her. So she kind of stands up and puts herself to the wall and kind of looks at you with like a...
I hand her my sword.
Okay, she takes the rapier and kind of looks at it and goes running away back towards where Castle Weiston is. So she's going to take that one. Okay.
Runs.
can I
All right. What are you going to do?
can I do something?
I feel like
you
Cassandra will be
wanna-
alright, but that's dangerous
If
going
you
off
want,
on your
instead of
own
holding your
like
action,
that.
cast
What if
it,
it
you
just
can do that, yeah.
bailed and grabbed
Yeah,
her?
I'm gonna go up to Percy and cast protection from evil on him.
Okay.
Whoa!
All right.
Which
What are you going to choose? You get to choose a certain type of creature in which he's protected against.
Do we know anything about Orthax?
anything.
You have no idea. You saw it briefly. I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll a religion.
I feel like Talzin should have some knowledge of it, being as it was part of him. Even though it
let's see if you can ascertain
brainwashes him, so to speak, I feel like you should still have absorbed some knowledge of the being that's been in you.
22.
22, okay. In the brief moment you got to see it, the way it moves, the way it completely cast aside Scanlan's attack, and the way that it kind of housed itself within Percy for so long, there are elements of it that make you think of a shadow demon. But usually they're not this large, they're not this powerful. Either this is just a powerful, entity of a similar type, or it's been feeding over time, or it's something beyond that. But you get the sense that this thing is demonic in nature based on the brief appearance you had with it.
Okay, I'd like to protect him from shadow demons.
Okay, so that'd be fiends. So you choose fiends.
Okay.
Great. So any tackles
Shadow
against you
demons, I like it. That would make the most sense.
Fiend creatures have disadvantage.
He's a demon?
Well, she's thinking he might be, based on her role.
I just assumed he was from the beginning, but okay.
Then, knowing that going forward, that may change your next round of combat. All right.
Snap.
Snap.
Good enough. All right, so you currently are protected from fiends.
Only that were true in real life.
Vex, you're up first.
Oh.
Yeah.
So demons are my favorite enemy, so
Yeah.
I have advantage against recalling information about them.
Yes.
Can I recall anything about something that looks like this?
Orthax?
Make an intelligence check.
So you could kind of
You have advantage.
get some knowledge just based on the form itself, not necessarily Orthax specifically.
12. Okay. You know that these creatures are incorporeal. They can generally shift in and out of solid matter as a way of moving and or defending itself. You know that they're difficult to fight in the dark. You also know that they, because of their form, are generally resistant to a lot of types of elemental type damage. And lightning, cold, no effect whatsoever.
Got it.
How crazy is that? They're weak against elementals except lightning.
That's as much as you can ascertain with that roll.
Okay.
Elemental magic, not elemental. Well, if you have an elemental, I guess that would work too. But elemental magic doesn't work. I mean, elemental magic works except lightning.
Just hit the whole wall.
Hunter's mark. Can I sense anything about where he is?
You can sense, yeah, you can actually sense him. He's maybe 10 feet inside the wall, like merged. He's currently hiding.
It's like, what good is that we knew he's in the wall? What good is it if you can't touch him?
Hide as well.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
I didn't roll it. The cape had nothing to do with the rolls. 3 and a 3.
What?
3 and a 3.
Well, hold
All
on.
right,
Let me
plus-
add my stealth to
That's
it.
a 33.
That's a
12 and a
12.
12.
Okay, good to know. So you flatten yourself against the wall, best to your ability.
I do
Like
pretty
a
much nothing,
mine.
and I'm gonna hold my turn until he appears.
Okay, so you're gonna hold your action until he appears.
We now have at least half the team
Other than
holding
the
their
torch you guys have been
action.
carrying through here.
And the glowing off of our bodies.
Yes.
Oh right, I'm glowing. No wonder I rolled so
Fire
poorly with
Warhammer.
stealth.
Glowing from the
Fairy fire.
fairy fire, but it's a gentle glow. So it's not. It's like very very low light in this. Yeah, yeah.
It's like we have body glitter on.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a nice basement bar. Good dive.
Get this shit off me.
And your turn, Scanlan.
Scanlan is up.
Say to Keyleth, get this shit off me. I don't want it to see me. Please. And then I will walk. I'll walk to the other side of Percy. We don't see the thing, right?
I mean, you can't just move out of the fairy fire. It's only 20 foot radius.
No, isn't it like on me now?
No, it's a radius. If you move out of it, you're not
I
in
will
it.
walk out of it.
All right. You just step out of the area, and it all drifts off your body, and you're no longer affected by the spell.
And there's nothing. We don't see the thing, right?
Where's the fairy fire spell?
It gets anything that's in its radius, you get advantage.
Yeah, I mean.
But it works for us too.
I think Sam doesn't want to be in it because then he's likely to get attacked. But I feel like you also.
My turn? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I
you can do that.
Yes.
I can say to Grog, Grog, you sure you want to? You okay? You're
Yeah.
good. All right.
Too small.
Everyone's holding their turn.
Ends your turn. Percy, you're up.
I'm gonna back out of the fairy fire.
You're just stepping out of there. You can keep going if you
I'm
want.
gonna go a little further back, just behind Scanlan,
Okay, there.
and I'm gonna pull out bad news and hold my turn.
Okay. And in your turn, Vax, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to practice an old trick that my sister and I have done, where I hide behind Trinket's gigantic bare ass and
okay.
and aim at the spot that my
How did no one laugh at that?
All right, good to know.
Not even Laura laughed at that. I'm going to stand behind Trinket's giant bear ass.
As you vanish into the side, the entity pops out from this side. And
like right behind him?
Like right behind you as you're preparing, and just all of a sudden, the smoke billows out, you turn to the corner of your head. At that point, everyone is holding their action. You're doing your attack simultaneously.
Nice.
So.
He's in that fairy fire, right?
He is currently, yeah.
So you get advantage, yo.
He didn't see it being cast. He withdrew before it happened, so he steps right into it.
All right, starting with bad news with a sharpshooter.
Okay.
We get advantage on attack roll?
Yeah, he's in the fairy fire. Okay.